Good morning, good morning, good morning. I love y'all, man. What up, what up, what up? Hello, hello, hello. Yes, we have a whole 10 games to watch today, man. We're going to go through everything here in a little bit. All right, chat, we do have the final day of group stages today. It's going to be the last chance qualifier where the top 2 teams out of the 20 squads will advance tomorrow into finals. So out of the names I'm about to read, only 2 squads will be advancing into the finals tomorrow. We're going to have CR. We have DSG, Evo's Predator, Fennel, GK, Guild, How, Heroes, Makers, Northeption, NRG, Navi, NIP, Pioneers, Red Rams, Space Station Gaming, TIE, TSM, Virtus Pro, Weibo Gaming. We have only 2 of these teams qualifying into finals tomorrow. Only 2. And we have some absolute powerhouses in the mix right now. CR, DSG, Northeption, NRG, Navi, NIP, KCP, Red Rams, Space Station, TSM, and VP. So many good squads that have made a name for themselves already going into the elimination stage with a chance to be out of the EWC. Only 2 teams make it out of these today, yes. I'm going to say, I actually don't know. Holy dude, this is so hard. Only 2 of these, this is crazy hard. Like, I don't know, man. This is so tough. I'm going to go SSG, NRG, and I think my third, I'm going to put CR. Give us 4? All right, I'll give y'all 4. I'm going CR, TSM, NRG, and Space Station Gaming. Only 2 out of those 4 will qualify, but those are the 4 that I think can make it. My sleeper team for this lobby is Red Rams. Red Rams, my sleeper team alongside DSG. Give us 18. Kill, man. I said my sleeper pick was RR.
Hello everyone and welcome to the 3rd day of Apex Legends at the Esports World Cup. Kiali here alongside the incredible We The People, presenting to you the last chance where our falling teams from Group A and B get to compete one last time to prove their worth. And hey peeps, remember Wayne Gretzky once said, 100 of the shots you miss if you don't take them. So these teams, the contenders today, they have got 1 shot left.
If you thought the stakes were high day 1 and day 2, you've seen nothing yet. Today is going to be ruthless. It is going to be brutal because today is the elimination bracket. Only the top 2 teams will make it to the finals and still have a chance to compete for the Esports World Cup Apex Legends trophy, the lion's share of $2 million and a chance to make history in Riyadh. It's time to bring out the team, starting with Weibo Gaming!
All right, Hulk Hogan, baby. Weibo Gaming, locked in. Oh, they're locked today. That boy Goo about to go gaga. Go, Panoter. Let's go, Panoter!
Hero!
Hey, Hero's been locked in this whole time, bro.
TSM!
Oh, yeah, this is going to be another team that needs to lock in today, bro. Big time.
How?
Let's go, Wadagashi. Yes, sir. Come on now.
Navi!
Red Rams!
Northception!
That boy Tida.
Ninjas in pajamas!
Disguised!
Crazy Raccoon!
Oh, boy is he's ready for it, baby.
Space Station Gaming!
I'm nervous for them today, bro. That mental needs to be picked up.
Pioneer!
Let's go, K. Ooh, the jerseys. Okay. Okay, KCP.
TIE!
So apparently we've been pronouncing TIE wrong the whole time. It's not TIE, it's like T. You're supposed to say like T.
GK Esports!
Let's go, Panay. Come on, baby.
Evos!
Makers!
Curious how they do today, too. It's
Guild Esports!
Virtus Pro.
That's another sleeper team today too, bro. I'm gonna be honest.
NRG!
Let's go, Knock, you sexy son of a gun! Yeah! All right, here we go. DSG versus Weibo over at Thermal, and NRG versus Monument over NRG versus NTH over at Monument. NRG versus POI, they're just fighting buildings.
Who absolutely had a stand-up performance yesterday. Nocturnal being one of the first Apex Legends pros that I've had the luxury of speaking to, really gather his thoughts in the way that he approaches competitive Apex, and I know how much this means to him.
I hope, Guild.
Especially after missing a LAN or two.
I can't lie though, this is the contest that really hurts my heart. I view Tida on NTH like a little brother.
And they are back to that point where
and then I have my other brother here for Nocturnal dead already.
They're having here, as we see a good shot from the triple
This
take
one's
there
just
from
gonna be pain.
Razy.
No matter who wins this, I'm gonna be sad.
To try and just give them a little bit of extra
Nice
here.
fun!
Misses fun FPS completely. Blindside.
No,
still
man.
not enough for NRG.
No way, the way that they turned around, even with the
NRG gets eliminated by NTH off spawn.
In the
This contest is gonna hurt my heart, man.
In that fight, Northampton are gonna be able to come out on top first for game number 1 on the 50-50.
Hard choice between those two teams there. See one dropping over at the bins. I'd say you probably
Dude,
get
I love
more
both
loot
those squads
on
so
that
much. I mean,
side.
let's go
think you're
Tida,
gonna,
but
you know, post
fuck
up immediately
me,
in the way that they did. But NRG do get the high ground to
all right, well, look at the zone here, man. Lava Siphon.
That.
NIP, get the Siphon.
Right? And then it's just an immediate
zone.
full send there.
And they have no idea where it's going, so they're going to tree. That sucks.
Circle.
It's got 19 squads. If only team's dead, it's going to be NRG.
That is a possibility, but having the extra zone information, you know it is
How Watagashu
likely
with a
to go
great
up
fucking
somewhere
rotate,
like
man.
the top of Lava Siphon. So,
Caterpillar building's so good.
Well, yeah, I hope Pioneers haven't sort of, taken the wrong, gotten the wrong
Dreams is the prime
idea
3 months.
from the other teams like Weibo Gaming that were pulling in towards them there.
It's not like they could get the scan unless they have that blue perk. See what the Fuse could scan for them if they want to approach from Dome side. They were able to at least see where everybody else have already situated themselves with the survey beacon, so that's enough information that they could try to take advantage of. Evo's gonna be able to already scan that circle too as they approach from Epi side. Right in front of them will be Red Rams. We already saw the teams like TSM already rotating through Monument.
Now, something we really should talk about here, Vicky, in this, with the top 2 coming out, is that you have to pop off, right? There's no consistent
There's no way this pulls the
there's
stats,
no,
right? It's going to stay over near the Lava Siphon side. It has to.
Looking at our 10-game series from yesterday, you could need upwards of 100 points just to qualify into the finals tomorrow. Okay, that's 10+ points a game. It's hard to tell exactly.
Your mic's a little low compared to the
87 would have
casters.
qualified you for
I
one
always
series.
a little bit. Wait, Zane now dying to TIE. Bro, where did NIP go?
Yeah,
they're dying
just
like this.
Thinking about that, how does that affect the way that these teams
Like what?
want to play? I mean, do they want to play Edge therefore and try and rack up KP because that's going to, make sure that they're not falling too far behind, or do they really try and play for those wins and grab the, the place?
I think Zane got res now, so should fine.
To grab that.
Yeah, Zane's back up, so he doesn't get full killed.
Or change their legend.
Where are they right now?
Like we heard Nasky say.
NIP's on the bottom side. Okay, NIP's in a really good spot for the zone. They had a great rotation in. Okay, phew. I was like, bro, I'm going to be honest. There's no way they don't get a good spot regardless, even if they drifted over towards tree. They have a really good spot in zone. So if the zone is going to end towards the bridge side, NIP is still chilling. I know it's on minus 10 with Twitter. It might be countdown or it's
with the armor advantage, but
it's probably countdown actually.
They've traded that for a position in the zone, Vicky. It's going to be tough to work their way through now. They've got Red Rams ahead of them.
Is it better? Thanks for the 4 months.
30+ seconds to try and get through there. If they do, they're probably going to be met by a bunch of other teams in Geyser or in
Here we go, RR versus TSM. TSM has a slight armor advantage, but not by a lot. This fight's pretty. I don't even know if TSM wants to continue to fight this.
Looking for the third party if this fight isn't going to be engaged by Red Ram soon to reposition. Nice triple take shot.
Bro, the triple take from Datch, baby. They're showing the backside now. Datch goes down to CR in the back. They got to send it now, bro. They got to go for the kills on TSM. They have to. CR just screwed their whole game over. Damn, bro. Zap and Fairholt's going to run away. DSG now underneath bridge, and that spot is so...
I haven't seen a
oh my goodness, we're off to a crazy start. Navi now dying to Fennel in the top right. Datch fully dead.
Buoyed by the amount of damage he was doing. Unfortunately, Datch just stayed out now.
It could pull up a little bit more. It is going to pull up more. Ooh, NTH, bro, can secure the donut spot. They're getting knocked for down on TSM here, too.
As we've been following some of their journey, but first, as we mentioned, they have to get through.
NTH has to watch out, though, bro. This is so losable. They get shot in the backside the whole time.
Of so many teams in this lobby right now.
I love that weapon so much.
Zap is still up top here, too, man. He has the off angle. NTH needs to play this slow and watch out for Zap. And NTH is not playing this slow. And they're dying for it. Zap now 1v2. Still winnable for TSM.
He was able to get that knock. Watch out behind him here.
And TSM eliminated by NTH. NTH wants finals, baby. They want finals.
Who are also trying to show face. Crazy Raccoon through the circle.
And CR out of nowhere. Wow, what a rotation from the top. Lava Siphon choke. They rotate now into Geyser. That is crazy. Low-key, a great play by CR2. Because now they can walk into the donut, which is going to be in the next zone. They don't know that yet. But this might have just made their game 30 times easier with them not going through top of Lava Siphon and going through Geyser instead. That was huge.
6 might not be enough. Crazy. On the horizon, a legend that we've seen precious little of this entire week so far, Vicky. But I don't mind it in this sort of position.
It was a great play by CR, man. Such a good play. NTH still gets 6 KP, though, regardless. They had a great game so far. 6 points, 18th, not bad, not good.
Quick, if you have that gravity lift, of course, he does get scanned. They do note that it is a solo.
And WBG lands on CR!
Crazy Raccoon, I have to pinpoint, and Zephyr highlighted it perfectly. Crazy Raccoon taking Team Falcon's POIs, giving them that advantage, and coming into SkyWest and Trials. I mean, look at the way that they're playing. They're not only beaming right now, but they're
CR needs to fight this, bro. Here's the swing. Oh! You will regret, baby! Come on!
Crazy Raccoon. The ring around the Rosie while still maintaining their position.
Red Rams eliminated now, too.
Take out Red Rams.
There's almost a little bit of a bait smoke there.
What just happened? Navi eliminated.
Kind of
GK eliminated. KCP now dying.
But he swings immediately.
But they're winning this fight.
Does grab the damage.
Okay, KCP.
Hey, KCP takes down Makers. Come on.
Aggressive final approach here from KCP, and I say that because remember we saw him trying to rotate from the southern side of.
Let's go, Deeds. Come on now.
Finally been able to push through and
now
claim that southeast side of the zone, but they still have to move forward. Do they
pick it up here today? We ain't going out 18th today. Give me something a little bit more than that.
From the very beginning.
Let's go. Mr. Lock these 17 months.
Definitely a couple of options there. Makers continue despite getting both of
IDSG now the fight.
Board. Like a couple of edge teams we've seen already, struggling to make their way into zone. Let's see if Design and Disguise here can get something done. Perfect spray there on the Havoc. We'll say goodbye to Space Station. DSG caught between a rock and a hard place, or a motherload and a black hole there.
This is the NA I want to see, man.
Change up the comp a little bit, Genome. Saw that. Your eyes
give me DSG. Give me KCP.
That was
Come on.
Pathfinder that Design has stuck on, something that he was practicing before he actually ended up starting EWC with the Wraith. He tweeted it this morning right now. He's feeling bigger, stronger, and harder.
And IP now dying here as well.
And we get to see them really put things out with 13 squads left. Ninja Pajamas, though, down to a duo.
Okay,
not good.
Up against Virtus Pro down the bottom.
Northampton gets 13th, bro, as a rat for Resi. Really good job.
Kills of their own. In fact, it's Sharky leading from the front. Kill leader right now. Don't have the purples just yet, but that hasn't stopped them. The Seer ultimate is giving them so much information. They can't get behind it because that would put them in the zone and make them take too much
Zane now going down in VP. Wipe out NIP. 12th place for NIP. I don't think they had any KP
And in
either.
positioning, too, on the other side of the ring, they know that NIP was feeling the pressure, too. Great spot before they're now forced to rotate with the circle closing in right behind. Ty was looking at them before. Disguise.
DSG can play the outside. They don't have a Watson to play out here. That's going to be rough. They can make it work. TIE now eliminated.
And sharing this building, who have also, they have not moved from here, is Hal. That's why they have full blue Evo.
Weibo's going to be dead.
EMP rings out.
Monsoon might not be here.
Damn, really good swing by Hal here, man. Really good swing so far.
Give us some Sentinel highlights.
1v3 for Design. Come on, baby.
Gold knockdown shield here, but is that enough to shield him from all of the nades raining in from Hal? He's got the grapple over the fence to try and get out.
Wow,
It's been a big
great
shift
job by Design to stay alive there,
in the
man.
composition for Disguise.
There we
but
go,
still
baby.
Not replaying the meta. Just
Fennel now fighting How.
refusing
Oh my god, 5 CGs, 1 HP.
to go with what everyone else is.
It's hard out here too, especially when the fighting has just been
How gonna be
nonstop.
eliminated?
How
DSG
get
eliminated.
Fen will come in.
Then sick,
And
takes
what
the
great
60 months.
timing. Almost like the insurance policy that Design needed there. And of course, if the last teammate in your team is alive is a Pathy, what better way to reposition and get out of trouble immediately to reset?
Yeah, it's interesting. I feel like we've been seeing a resurgence in ratting. A lot of the back of Pathfinder's return to the meta right now. So obviously, yeah, it's the character that can get away.
All right, here we go.
And you know, not so
Big
many bloodhounds
rotations here
around.
for a lot of
There
squads.
are a fair number of seers coming back here, but slightly less able to scan.
VP eliminated.
Happy Feet aren't going to save you from the longbow. Luckily for Crazy Raccoon, they have the gold knockdown. Beast of the Hunt activated, so that way the pressure from Oogly is felt on the other side. 5 squads left.
It's a pretty bad spot for CR to be in. They're going to get shot from Grandma's house, and KCP's holding him out. KCP, though, man, got to do some work right now to put CR down, basically.
Also, looking at this fight happening, because neither
Fennel, they're already doing better in this one game than they did the whole other day. No joke, I'm
You
pretty
see
sure.
the pylons getting taken out there. It's a very open end circle. Not many good spots
like half the
for
points
these
they had in a
Watson
full day.
players to be able to set up those defenses. You can see
Man, it's
Kurihara
30 months.
thinking about going for the ult excel just to get that extra.
Nice CR,
10%
KCP, they're getting
on
shot, though, from all
pylon,
over.
but
They gotta watch out.
He can't find the time.
And finally getting sent in are these two teams that have been fighting for
KCP,
Crazy
one man
Raccoon,
up,
Crazy
Fennel now
Raccoon
eliminated.
Have the advantage, while on the other side, Guild have completely cleared out the
Oh, they're safe
northwest
here,
side
too.
of this zone.
They're safe on the rock. All right, well, KCP going to be a solo.
Fantastic spot, single member of
Onward by
KCP
himself.
left alive.
Low-key, a really good game for KCP regardless, though.
Right. What a positioning from Crazy Raccoon
Guy's
right now.
literally
Nice
a
shot,
dick
but
hair of
doesn't
HP.
get
Are you
the
kidding
knock.
me?
Still playing this incredibly patient, though. And they have to, because look at the space between themselves and Guild. The only other 3 men.
If they got that knock on the Guild, bro, that would have been the easiest 3v2 of all time.
Usually at this point they would have that information or would be able to guess that there's not a full 3. It's just a 1 or a 2 man somewhere else trying to hide this out.
They have the height right now. They need to get aggressive on
don't
this. I
get
like the
the
angles they're getting.
scan
It's
on
fine.
the solo. That's all onto Guild Esports.
They still have the height, bro. Just maintain control. I think KCP might get second place here. I don't think they're going to find Anmu. If they fight before the zone closes, they fight Anmu. Anmu gets a knock! Anmu gets 2!
Leaves them wide open. Anmu got 2 knocks. Well, Crazy Raccoon.
No, man! Anmu almost gets 2 KP! CR! You will regret!
Qualifier lobby.
With the win in game 1. Brother, listen, man. CR. There's one thing about CR. They have not played on a LAN with Juicena yet, which is 100% fair. But if they had 1 to 2 more weeks in Pro League for APAC North, they would have qualified for Mannheim, Germany. They just started showing chemistry towards the end of the APAC North Pro League. They didn't get to qualify due to the poor performance of Karampe in the beginning. But now they look way better. They look better towards the end of the day, 2 days ago as well. Just better overall.
Playoffs, considering, you know,
It did indeed. So CR is going to be in first with 22 points. Guild going to be in second with 17. Fennel is going to be in third with 13. Pioneer is going to be tied for third with 13. Then it goes Virtus Pro in fifth with 11. NTH, despite the 13th place, gets 6 KP, so they get 7 points. DSG, 7th place. HOW, 8th. EVOS, 9th. And Heroes, 10th. Don't forget, like I said, bro, only the top 2 qualified today into the finals tomorrow. Only the top 2, man.
Some that are inside this.
All right, well, TSM going to reset, thank God.
Poppy is actually playing.
That's huge.
that's crazy. 5-5 so far away here.
Half Fuse Gibby is crazy.
Yes,
Also, why
as
is he
you point
rotating
out,
this way?
on the
Oh, they're
Gibraltar,
fighting this.
Zapdos
Evo's now going down. They get
finds gap gaps, and
Maker's
that's
going to be eliminated by WBG.
probably it.
Now
for
Turtle getting
Evo's.
knocks into
Despite
TIE here
that
too.
First knock, they were so split. Was that split because they were trying to take angle?
Nocturnal with 2 knocks in the TIE.
TSM sort of cut them in half.
That was very...
Wait a minute.
I mean, the fact that not only
Wait a
were
minute.
they still committing to the off angle, talking about Fafi right there, the fact that he still was trying to see if he could help out Evos by still putting himself in a disadvantaged position. Because again, even if you have the dome right, you're still out in the open. You're still giving...
There we go. TIE getting 2 knocked. GG's. I think Nocturnal got both full kills. Huge. He did indeed. Let's go.
One of the teams that have also made their way
Na'Vi now dying to how?
So many
Fuck
other
me,
teams.
man.
I mean, we're talking about basically the entire lobby minus 4 other teams that have made their way into Fragment East,
Henchman gonna be
into
dead.
Monument.
God damn it.
Look at the way that
Fierce plan, at least
NRG,
18 months.
who, like we saw at the very beginning, won their 50-50, but also are denying themselves the opportunity to get extra loot.
He's stuck.
Ty is suffering here. Makers have gone out again? Look, they've got a strong POI in Stacks and Maud down on the south side
our
of the
Makers
map, but
losing
they
from
take
Stacks?
a very long time to loot.
You can tell that Genome's pissed. The Apex South team is not playing well.
If it's because
TIE gonna be eliminated, bro. Energy has 6 KP now going into this game.
Struggling to predict.
They've killed 2 full squads out of the 3 teams dead.
But they're always seeming to run into other teams early.
Come on, baby.
Usually, I would say
Come on.
it's not necessarily a bad thing because
Fennel versus NIP now fighting.
And get into it with other people, but
Amphi going down. Natsuki with a swing.
Ninjas in pajamas here.
Zane with a knock.
Into a fight with Fennel.
And with the change-up, too, with the Watson, you can see the priority from Nasky, but he's one shot, sets up the fences on one side.
Holy shit, bro. Another team's here to third party. It's going to be
pylon
VP with a third party. NIP
Ninjas
going to be
pajamas
eliminated.
get eliminated. You could see Nasky with a slight face bomb, but
Pricey now dying here, too.
Watson fence. Oh,
Sharky,
no.
20 HP.
He survives. 1 HP, is able to pop the shield back, but playing a little split up.
That's crazy. I mean, yeah, you saw. It's so sad.
Wow,
When you
Fennel
hit
with
the
a good
watch
hold right
defense
now on
and
the
you
VP.
can't track the player fast enough because you've got that aim stun on you. It's so frustrating.
Well, Fennel with a duo now makes it over to Trace Station. Bro, this is what I'm saying, though, dude. I don't know what is going on with NIP, bro. They cannot rotate to a safe spot at all. They just can't do
Really
it.
nice when you are able
And now
to,
CR getting kills on the
chase it
Evos
up
here with
with
Reses.
Watson.
They're going to get 3
Evos
KP most likely, maybe even 4.
with looks like the res on the other side here. Gonna be
Oh,
able to
and never
get
mind.
that
Obi
knock
just fed
with
face.
the Havoc right off of the res.
Evos doesn't have the heals, though, man. They can just wait this out, and Evos will die to zone.
Raccoon who wanted to try to overextend. They weren't able to recover the banner just yet. They still have some time, but Crazy Raccoon wanted to capture.
Oh my god, look at the zone pull. Zone's going to pull front side Monument, bro. A little bit more towards that landslide tunnel.
So far,
Obi gets rezzed. He's in his range. I think he does his own.
There, 1 med kit, 4
He
syringes.
does, for sure. Oh my god, he gets up again.
Important
That's crazy.
resources with your trying to take on a team outside the ring. Game gently suggesting that they get back in it. Of course, you do get, 4 or 5 minutes, I think.
KCP now fighting Na'Vi. Na'Vi does get a res on a henchman, though. This is huge. Even though this is far from zone, Na'Vi getting a reset is a second chance at life, which is gigantic.
Like, you just don't have it.
Going into that 50-50, they didn't approach with the conduit, actually. And that's fantastic for them. They
So
have gone
bad.
back to the
I was not going to be able to sit there.
And Fuse.
Yes.
Which, for a circle like this.
Oh my god, Red Rams now killing off Evos here. This is so
50
fucked.
in game number 1, and then stuck with that conduit.
Yeah, Conduit is that sort of, we just want to win the contest and then, whatever happens, happens kind of legend. As you say, yeah, winning and then having a composition that favors you much more into the later game. Yeah, that's kind of a double win for NRG here in game 2.
Man, Fafi is really on this Gibby getting those steps in because now they are running away.
Can't lie, this has got to be one of the most
They
frustrating
wanted to go
games
to
here
Replicator,
for
like we
Evos,
noted,
bro.
to
This is so
potentially
tough.
Get the craft on the banner for their Fuse.
He can craft again if he
Instead, are
wants,
down
but it's going to be
a
tough to
solo.
get it.
See how they're going to be able to
They have just
avoid the gaze of
non-stop
Red
been
Rams.
rezzing and running away from
TSM
squads
are
this whole
still
game.
Trying to camp out by the edge of the circle. Crazy Raccoon will be taking the evac tower, coming in from Skyhook's side,
Jake's
flying
on the
right
lens.
over the heads of TSM as we tune into.
And there you go, Evo's finally dead. Honestly, I'd rather be dead than doing what the they were doing. That was so frustrating. Put an end to the frustrating game and just go next. TSM killing off CR here. Wait, 1v1.
Found themselves in the scrap versus TSM that we were expecting. Looked like they may have been.
Oh my god, the movement was so close. CR dies to TSM, man.
Your game 1 winners.
Game 1.
Nice little fight win for TSM.
Wers are now out, man, in game number 2.
From the zone have
It's huge by reps. Well played.
Eastern side.
All right, we see that zone, man. I think it's going to keep drifting towards Space Station. I'm pretty sure the zone's going to end between Space Station, Guild, and GK right in the open outside the bridge. Space Station can have a really good zone call here alongside Guild and GK. NRG is a little bit too north where I think the zone's going to go, but I could be totally wrong. We'll see. Oh, why were you banned? Dan, you got banned yesterday because you said the 18th and 19th place team won. Can Riddle win this next one and be the 20th place team to win? And then they died 5 seconds later. So I blamed
than
you
thought.
for cursing
But
Riddle.
WBG.
SSG getting kills down to WBG.
Outside and now find themselves with the clutch of Jackie, but
GG's, WBG eliminated. You acknowledged something crazy
about
about to happen, and then it didn't happen. So I think that was your
Fight, though,
fault.
from Virtus Pro.
Love you.
in that next circle.
Yeah, Energy's in a really bad spot right now, man. This too, because Energy won that contest over Monument Man, and then they're going to rotate into TSM right now. This could be really bad for Energy.
Yeah, tangle to
Crack the bang, I cracked the bang. On the left side.
Yeah, see him. Crack. Look.
Time for the knocking on Nocturnal. Energy probably dies here.
Wait, one died, normal died, I think.
Last one up here is going to be fun FPS.
Far right. I think one went far right.
That's so tough, bro.
Look.
Sure.
He might be ditched. Yeah, crouch right here.
Okay.
Dang,
Yeah, on the
what's
box,
up, bro?
on the
Love
box,
you,
here,
dude.
on the box. I'm hitting it.
Jen going down. Deed's going down. KCP might die here as well.
Yep.
All right, well, Energy going to be dead to TSM.
Just healing.
We just gotta get this kill. Someone watch our back.
Yeah. I'm just watching this next guy. He watching him. Watch the back.
Sharky going down. This is SSG's game to pick it up, bro. This is SSG's game. Never mind, that zone pull is TSM's game. This is TSM's game.
Nice.
Nice, Energy eliminated.
Great comms there from TSM, finishing off NRG and further really just getting solidified.
Yeah, this zone is
in the
perfect for
building
TSM.
that this will be
Space Station has to
as
rotate
you
in a
can
little
see
bit,
up
but they're
there.
actually not in a horrible spot either.
TSM in an
VP gonna be a
absolute
solo,
killer
it's gonna be
spot.
SSG.
GK as well, not doing a bad job.
Trying to influence the fight, but Fennel getting the kills, bro. 19 points for Fennel right now?
But it looks like
What's going on, baby? Come on, now TSG versus SSG. Who's gonna be the real G?
At least they got a couple of kills out of it, though.
They did, and that's what I mentioned. They were in the line of sight of so many different teams. I mean, Space Station were also poking at them. Now, Disguise looking at poke at Space Station instead. Do they fully
Design goes
engage?
down.
Design getting taken out by Koi. Enemy wasn't really pushing in with Design. Look at Design's positioning, and look at the rest of Disguise. They're playing much more passively by the crates, and are now.
I think that was
forced back
Design's
away.
fault, though. I think Design pushed up a little bit too far there in that
Design talks
situation.
about a lot is
There's no real
pacing
reason to fight
in the
SSG. We
team.
can drift
Are
left
they
side
on
and
the
just go
same
through the
page?
bridge.
Is he
I don't know why they're trying to get in
going down, or are
SSG's
they
building.
committing
One, it's not even
with
in. And two, they can play left
to say
side and
whether-
drift that way. There's no one over here right
That
now.
was a good
They can go to
push
fence
or
line and
not,
play
but
outside
obviously
this
the
building that
result
GK is
not a
in.
good one
I don't know
for
why they wouldn't do this in the first
Disguise.
place. It's a horrible play by
Very
DSG.
difficult situation too when you see
HRZ
that
eliminated.
enemy were lingering back, but they're also the only team that had that.
Anmu also still alive for
Western
for
side already cleared, and
KCP.
the circle now closing in. Space Station are going to have to eventually move in.
Fennel on the other side. We've got
Fennel now dying to SSG.
Guild. TSM actually might be looking.
Wanagashi and Hao can also
thinking
creep the
there's
SSG here, man.
potential
Fennel now eliminated SSG. Zainu picks up 3.
I wouldn't blame it if they tried to stay in the building, but as we've noted, big points are the only way.
They're now dying in the back to SSG. SSG getting shots. And Guild and SSG toss them around. Hao eliminated. DSG dead and KCP all dead now, bro. 4 squads of 12. We got Guild, we have SSG, we have TSM, we got GK.
In this spot, but TSM have been looking at them the whole time. Look at Burrows. Look at the way that he's trying to.
They want to kill Guild right now. Guild's in a horrible spot. This is so killable for TSM.
Hungry.
But if Guild really just can hold their position here, I don't think there's anything that TSM can
SSG
do
now
to
dying!
make a mistake.
Nice! Good swing by GK. Holy. And Zainu gonna be dead. Oh my god, what a swing by GK. Are you kidding me? Unreal. Brother. Unreal. Well played. Holy, what a swing. GK with a wipe.
Of what we saw from Space.
Now this is looking real pristine here for TSM.
And it is all a
real good.
team from each
Honestly looking good for GK and TSM. Guild, if they can survive and drift towards this staircase without getting shot from GK in this small building, all these teams have a very equal chance of winning this game right now. Genuinely.
If that happens, they do have.
They had to avoid TSM griefing from up height. They got to avoid GK shooting from the small building down below.
Precious seconds here.
All 3 of these squads have a good chance of taking this W.
That they are the team they need to send first. GK, with their position inside the building, have a little bit more cover and a little bit more of a natural
I think TSM and Guild will fight, and GK might just win this shit.
What's even bigger is that Guild had the Watson ult ready to go to negate the Bangalore ult from TSM. Good timing here, but they still have the high ground.
This is good.
He's able to pop the kill back. And there is the Seer exhibit from the other side.
Yeah, as we said, Verhulst getting those peaks in extremely
TSM getting pinched right now, man.
Once the Seer ultimate goes down,
they gotta play slower. They cannot fight Guild.
Luckily, they hadn't taken too much damage at that point, so they are able to reset, and TSM swap over. They go, oh, okay, sure, leave the exhibit there. Let's go and see what's happening on GK. We don't want them sneaking up on our backside.
But on the other side, though, through the window. Oh, no way. The stick off the Arcstar. They can't do anything about it, though. It takes way too much time to get exactly to where GK is to capitalize off on an advantage spot with the Arcstar there.
Oh my god.
Nice, Canucks.
Back and forth.
GK and TSM fighting. Guild is just chilling down below right now, bro.
Are going to be the first ones to take a hit.
And actually, I just saw that GK has used a Bangalore ult, but they're
Wait.
right next to
Guild.
Island. The Jen right here, too.
Guild. GK dead. TSM gonna be a duo. Guild now moving up.
Surely Guild get this now. They've seen the knocks in the kill feed. They need to push the advantage.
And Guild Esports.
Guild.
The boy Empty comes into APAC South yet again and is popping off. GG's, well played. There it is. So Guild Esports gonna be in first with 34 points. Holy shit. CR gonna be in second with 24. TSM gonna be in third with 21. KCP gonna be in fourth with 20. Fennel gonna be in fifth with 19. Don't forget, only top 2 today advance. Right now, Guild is off to a second and first place start in the first 2 matches. 34 points through 2 games is a great way to qualify.
Difficult to be consistent.
Oh,
right?
no, Navi.
Pop-off games as well, for people to find those 25 points.
Navi about to down to Fennel here for sure, bro.
And it does look like there is a
Fennel
team
wants to swing.
Yeah, it's Navi who
Big
on
time.
the other side of this. They were trying to shoot some dogs on their way past.
You're knocking on Matafe. I think it's going to be kind of as a solo, bro.
Matafe action, everybody. It's what we all wanted to see, even though Naski.
It's kind of henchman actually still alive. Okay, that's good.
Some props to his fellow Europeans.
Still 2 up, but Fennel wants this KP, man.
Final alongside themselves. Unfortunately, it's EU on EU action. Fennel trying to come down though on this zip line, and that thing ain't electrified, so they got to be very careful.
Oh my god!
And careful, they cannot be. Henchman will go down as well, and Navi now just have 1 player on their feet.
They got to try to go for this KP. It's worth it, man.
Down at the bottom of the leaderboard, they are really struggling in the moment, and it could be another game where they are sat just watching and hoping that they can do something a little bit else in the future game.
Oh, Navi's dead to NIP now. Oh my god.
Every other EMEA team has been
kinda in a 1v3, and Navi's gonna be eliminated.
In NIP.
I mean, NIP started all of that, and they finished it as well.
God, man.
And certainly the finish onto Matafe, and now they take
Navi dead.
long-term rivals. We've already seen the exchanges between the two.
Me.
And now we're seeing it reappear in game when it matters the most. For NIP, not winning that fight being a good thing for them, but you can see what their rotate plan is going to be as well. VP playing the bridge at the moment. We mentioned how there is the possibility earlier on when we saw that zone 1 that we might see a shift back towards Mill, but for now,
Energy now rotating a beam.
So they're in a pretty good spot.
When you do get
look at a fight on the CR. This is very aggressive at Energy. Can't lie, I'm kind of excited to see the aggression out of them right now. And they're getting sent on though. Energy. CR is not afraid of this fight, baby. They want smoke too. Here we go, big time fight here for Energy versus CR. I don't like this fight for either squad though. It's nice to see the aggression and confidence out of both teams, but I don't think this fight's good at all.
Trying to take their roof. NRG are going to have to hold right now. Let's jump into the comms with NRG.
Going high, they're in board out. I might die. I'm batting. He can swing. He's swinging me. Swing. He dropped on me behind. Crack path. On me. On you.
Energy now dying for this, bro.
You're getting thirded.
Third party comes out anyway. So tough. I don't really know if I like this fight from Energy that much. Again, I like the confidence and the aggression, but I just don't think it's a good fight.
In this game, weren't able.
Pretty good for CR2. They get third party to end back the
out. You can see the scans coming in. You've got an exhibit going down as well. Huge.
Can't be mad if you're CR. That was well played.
Well, they're close as well.
I gotta be real.
And every single fight is
really well played.
When we watch it across Stormpoint,
Nocturnal's gonna try to lead, bro. Let's see if he can do it. He's gonna take the hype, man. But he's gonna be in the CR ulti. He's gonna leave. So Energy's gonna be okay for right now, but I don't know if they're gonna be able to get banners. I don't think so.
Starting to
be a little bit too far behind the lobby leaders.
Nocturnal
so
gets
really
caught out.
With a big game here, and certainly winning that initial fight
He's
will
dead.
give them the confidence.
NRG is going to be eliminated.
Shots there, not connecting, but now maybe they get a little bit closer. NRG will fall, and Nocturnal will not be able to be one of the rats we're talking about towards the end of this game. So a slow start for NRG here on Storm Point. Evo's overlooking this though, and you've got to be careful. You've got to get back to your team.
Oh my God, HRC is just so lucky that
for Evos, they
God
weren't
missed
able
that
to
shot.
just get that
Holy
last
fuck.
bit of flesh damage. I mean, look at Heroes right now. Bastion was down to like 10 HP. I was going to say 1 HP, but that would have been a lie.
Coifel getting kills with the G7. Don't forget, SSG are the G7 demons, bro. They run like triple G7. They love this.
You can see in your kill feed SSG and how
95 flash is crazy work, man. I'd be sick if I get a KP.
Evos want to push this one as well because they're in a pretty good position. They do have some high ground to work with, but there is an exposed element to where they're currently.
To be honest, it's not really on energy. I think that fight's just good from CR. They do a double drop right onto Fun. They got a knock onto Fun, then double drop and immediately pinch Reptar. They allowed for energy to have no chance to win that fight. That was overall just really well played. And then they also got out of that fight, dude, for the third party not to be able to hit them either. That's a great job by CR. Really, really clean.
And having seen NRG just fall, we now return to what was the other side of that original battle, of course. This time it's a little bit of different opposition. It's going to be Northeption by the looks of things inside of this building. As we see the push now coming, WBG going to lose one though. Spray is good on one. Boring will find one. However,
and WBG going to be eliminated in 11th place
as well.
And they're they got about an 18th and they're 11th in the overall leaderboard. They're going to drop out big time here. GG's.
Inside of the donut building there. And the KP and the Res will be able to come in.
How going to be eliminated by GK? All right, GK low-key feeling themselves a little bit. They're swinging shit. They're looking good, man. GK want this bad.
This early, but GK are going to be able to get back up on their feet. Red Rams now in a difficult situation.
Nice.
Makers actually take
and
down.
Makers go down to the Storm Point Demons, Red Rams.
So difficult to try and navigate these areas.
Nice, the zone's gonna end front side down beast.
Map overhead for you is gonna be
not great for KCP, if we're being honest. It's not a great top down beast zone. It's down beast, but it's not amazing for the height that they're on right now.
A little bit more difficult for the likes of Pioneers, who of course were dropping over here, who got that high ground first. Yes, they'll be able to hold out a lot of teams, especially coming in from that west side, from the middle side. They'll be able to probably put a lot of shots down and potentially pick up some KP, but it's what they do after that, how they try and navigate their way from the height to drop down and survive towards the end game. Evo's on our screen right now though. Still trying to fight their way forward at the moment. They've got Heroes at their back and Crazy Raccoon in front of them. So it's looking like they're going to have to fight.
This was my worry with how the zone looked initially, but this is great news for the late movers. Those who couldn't get into the initial spots at Down Beast. Like TSM in Checkpoint, Northeption, who are in that choke next to Checkpoint, they can have the opportunity now to get into some of the better spots and maybe even find...
Also, a lot of you guys were asking me yesterday who Evos is. Evos is Lightning Unicorn. For those who watched APAC South, the 2 times we did this year.
Heroes get that first knock now and the finish as well. So 2 players.
It's also a really shit fight for both squads.
Currently in 16th position. After a couple of games here in our last chance qualifier, but those scout shots are pretty good. Unfortunately, the smoke just goes down to deny the final bit of flash damage to come in to get that knock.
Ty have lost one as well.
Nice, NGH getting kills.
Northeption in the kill feed, taking down one of those members. 15 squads now remain, a placement point for everyone so far.
I hate this hill.
Zone is gonna
it's one of the only parts of Storm Point that I really don't like.
Still on the southern side into each other. So Evos, Virtus Pro, Fennel, Crazy Raccoon, and Heroes all very close to one another.
Evos at the moment trying to find some kills. Elsewhere in the kill feed, SSG finding yet another kill. And it's
there we go, SSG. Come on now.
We saw something positive from SSG. Yes, still a long way to go, but I don't remember them really winning a 3v3 the first time we saw them in the group stages. At least they're picking up a kill or 2 on their way forward in these games as well. Over to the building. All these teams will have to leave.
Gotta leave.
In the next 30 seconds.
Gotta take this fight, man. Here we go.
Starts to close. GK Esports
GK goes down.
15th squad. Crazy Raccoon looking to engage now. They're going to have to get through this Bangalore.
What does Oakley have in his head right now to do? This is a really, really fucked rotate.
It's only match 3.
And shout out Pathfinder, baby. My goodness.
At least you've got that extra protection.
What a character to have right now. I think they still die here. VP Sharky.
NIP with the team on the other side. Great shots coming in. Heroes will be eliminated in the meantime thanks to VP versus Pro. Picking up some more KP after a pretty good game we saw earlier on. Nasky overlooking.
Here we go. CR and IP, man. Come on, NIP.
Raccoon at the moment who are kind of
They gotta do something here, man.
On this smoke to survive. They know they're gonna have to fight at some point, but they don't have.
Obi 1 HP. He's gonna down to bang ulti, I think. Obi goes down. Amphi swings.
He's also gonna be falling.
Ew, Juicena.
Oh! Sentinel in his hands as well, but he's not gonna be able to.
Oh my God! NIP dead. What a shot from Juicena. And Fennel comes in for the third party. Oh my goodness.
Now Crazy Raccoon down to just one, but Fennel joining the fight. You can also see that Guild Esports are having a little look towards it as well. And now Crazy Raccoon
Guild dying for this. Why is Guild pushing out of...
with only one member left?
Fennel will get that.
CR dead, Evo's dead.
Raccoon who fall, and this was the traffic we were talking about that all had to leave.
Oh my God, the SSG rotate is going to be devastating.
On Storm Point here, it's only one team who usually can survive that. It's looking like Fennel are the team who are going to come out with the
NTH,
Speaking of which, we saw
RR trading.
SSG.
You competitor now dying. Where's the POV, please? I need to see this fight with NTH. Dash is snapping.
But they have KP already in this game. If they can convert some decent placement points,
oh, TSM is going to hold out SSG here so hard.
TSM, I love the position they're holding because not only will TSM
I think that SSG has to take this fight on a TSM. Or they're going to rotate around. NTH eliminated. Dash just went crazy.
Northeption just got eliminated in 10th position as TSM still.
All right, now TSM pushing out SSG from south. Checkpoint is huge. DSG dead to KCP. And there's the kill points you're going to be getting, man, from the top side of Down Beast.
Kills were picked up by the team who dropped over at Down Beast from that height. We mentioned how if you're up there early, you can look at those teams rotating in and you can find yourself some kills. But look at the kill feed now. VP eliminated by SSG, and it feels like there's been an alarm that just was not set for SSG.
And here it is, man. SSG 7 KP, and they got to make it in the zone. But this is where the snowball can hopefully happen for SSG. They're rolling squads right now. Can they keep this momentum? They have not been able to keep the momentum in the end game at all this whole tournament. Will this be the game here?
Pinator's going to be knocked. Kirihara's going to follow as well. Now it's down to Momon. Can you clutch for your team? Can you survive long enough to maybe pick up a couple more placement points? Pioneers on top. They will find the finish.
They're getting more KP here for KCP. This is great. This is what they need to do on top of Down Beast. Exactly what they have to do.
Ultimate's being expended by multiple teams now to try and survive.
Guild's gonna be a full 3-man again.
What did I say? Look at the amount of blues for the likes of Pioneers. Fennel will get eliminated. Guild Esports.
Let's go! SSG picking up more, baby. Come on!
They also go down. 5 squads left, and this zone will eventually shift, but
this is where it gets hard for KCP.
And this is the problem for Pioneers. We mentioned it's a great spot for a long time, but how do you navigate down?
What I say, man? That spot's great, but late game, they get over here.
Will be
tough. KCP dead. SSG, they got the KP they needed, but it's just such a hard shot. They get 5th place, still really good.
To second place, the KP are flowing for
SSG has 11 KP right now, bro.
Still a big factor. They're approaching from the north, and it's Red Rams.
And Red Rams is also frying.
Red Rams are on red right now. They have a lot of armor to work with here.
Good to avoid missiles. Knuckle cluster.
SSG picking up more on the backside. Guys, SSG right now is on a tear. As RR and TSM are pressuring each other. This might be SSG's game here, man. This might be it.
Kills to the name of that. Still looking for more. 3 squads remain.
SSG have a huge
and Red Rams is fried right now. Dash is on fire.
As Dash goes down, no SSG.
Trades come out.
They just need to send it. This could be the start of something for SSG here. TSM holding up the pie for Red Rams.
SSG! Come on, baby!
He's got away.
Come on, man.
He could do something special here. SSG sliding in. They'll find the final Red Rams member. The host gets TSM into second. But
1v3.
This is just all SSG.
Can we see anything special from
shots by Evan?
One of the best controller players you'll ever see, but a 1 versus 3 is surely too much.
Well, they're searching for him, and Verholst is saying, if you want me, you've got to come and find me.
Let's fucking go, baby!
And maybe, just
come on, Phony!
SSG!
Silence him, baby! Silence him! Oh, they needed that so bad. They were scaring me.
Like that. Everyone smiling.
Well played. That is a 16 kill win for SSG. 28 points, man. Holy moly. Wow. TSM with 2nd place, 2 kills, he had 11 points. RR in 3rd with 17 points. Great game from Red Rams. Like I said, I'll be saying it I said it the last year and a half. I'll say it again. If Red Rams can figure out their World's Edge, they'd be one of the best teams in APAC North. These guys are insane on Storm Point, but they have no idea how to play World's Edge. I don't understand. Guild in 4th place with 6 points. KCP get 5th with 8 points, man. Unreal game from Datch. I think Datch had 7 kills. Wow, and look at the overall leaderboard. That one game for SSG brings them up to 42 points in first place. Guild's going to be in second, still maintaining that with 40. TSM's going to be in third with 32. CR is going to be in fourth with 29. KCB going to be in fifth with 28. Then it goes Fennel in sixth, VP in seventh. It goes RR in eighth, GK in ninth, DSG in 10th. GG's. Navi not off to a good start, neither is NIP. The 2 EMEA squads in this lobby out of the 20 are in the bottom 3.
Pro have also moved
we have not seen a Red Room's endgame like at all. At all. So I don't think it's going to go Red Rooms or stay in the launch pad. I think it's going to pull out more towards the Devastating Coast wall.
Simpler. One thing you don't have to certainly worry about with that interception pylon down is those grenades just flooding into rooms. You can just hold angles. Usually you can get fences down into a position where
I think the ALGS format is a different. I'm going to be honest, bro. I'm enjoying this format. I just think ALGS is a little bit better for competitive integrity. This is definitely way more cutthroat and really fun to watch still.
Means that they are in third place overall, and at the moment it's TSM versus Red Rams. And if
wow, TSM taking a fight on a Red Rams here is crazy. Here we go.
We've seen this before. Towards Elrod.
Well, oh my goodness, here we go. And Red Rams are not the one to with, but neither are TSM right now, bro. They're on fire.
It's a big push from Reps, and it does work out. They get
nice knock on the Reps, bro. My Reps is huge. And the Red Rams are gonna leave.
Dead to rights. Had no idea.
Little revenge, bro. For the past.
Straight shots in that last game as well. Looking at the kill feed as TSM continue this. Koi Forward picked up another kill, or certainly a knock, onto Naski of NIP.
No, bro.
They're trying to let Red...
If NIP dies early again, I genuinely might lose my mind. NIP is 2-man down.
Final remaining player. They saw him retreating, and the ping is coming through. They want to just make sure they wrap this thing up nice with a pretty bow.
Love how they've left one player behind as well to hit the beacon. It's like, you do that, we'll go and get ourselves another
Red Rams eliminated, bro, in 20th. That's gigantic for TSM. Help them in the points department and take down one of the best scored point teams. That is huge, baby. Well played, man. Well played.
Yeah, I thought it was going
that
to
is
be
huge, brother.
falling, and then TSM.
They take down literally one of the stone cold killers on score point. Great job.
TSM show
well played.
How resilient they can be sometimes in those 3v3 engagements. That does mean now TSM have a little bit of time to kind of relax, loot up, and start to think about their rotation. As elsewhere, there is no relaxation at all here on the south side, because Crazy Raccoon, they are kind of joined here on the southern side. There is going to be several teams around them, and they need to make sure they keep on top of it.
Guild Esports on that low ground. You can see shots raining down from above.
Files on the ball, yes sir.
They do not want to make them comfortable. They do not want to give them an easy way up. They want to force them down to that low ground and make them rotate a little bit later.
I can't lie, I don't really like Guild's rotation here either. Let's see what happens. Henchman's going to be 1 HP. Navi's going to land safe.
Inside
they might not be landing that safe, though.
Or maybe just outside of it, but certainly within the spitting distance of it. And CR inside at the moment, just holding this down as NIP will be eliminated. I've got to say, there's not a lot to celebrate for NIP so far this tournament. They have looked a little bit of a shambles in these games.
I think we're starting to see consistency now with 4 or 5 teams in the top that I think our conversation will continue to drift towards as the tournament goes on, as today goes on.
At all.
And it's going to be a real struggle for those at the bottom of the leaderboard to catch the lobby leaders unless they have one of those big
I don't understand.
Very interesting to see how the zone is starting to kind of take form, right? You're looking at Legacy.
Barely made it to a top 15.
No. He's going to be taken down. It's going to be used up from CR on that high ground with that Havoc in his hand. He manages to get that knock, and it's kind of the continuation of what we saw a few moments ago. Gil just trying to kind of skirt around the edges, but CR will not let them be comfortable.
I don't. I'm like actually truly mind blown.
Most teams are banking on this being an Echo finish by the looks of things, and then you go back to the conversation we're having at the start of the game. SSG, who had good prior to this zone,
I don't understand.
Console means now they are one of the last teams to arrive.
Yeah, SSG had to go elsewhere just to try and get some form of information, maybe even if it was just a survey beacon to see where people were going to move. But the prediction of
NIP played good in the beginning of Pro League.
Predicted zone we saw
the second half, they're doing the same problems. Oh my God, the rat.
A little bit later as
and Zap and TSM getting ratted on right now by WBG.
Ratting on TSM, they have ratted on TSM inside.
Oh my God, and a successful rat from WBG. Verholt's going to be a solo.
Have been taken down, and they certainly will be finished as well.
What a play from WBG, man. That is a great call
I know yesterday we
to rat TSM there, bro. Well played.
Didn't really understand what it was.
Great call. Great job recognizing where TSM is going to rotate through.
To Echo, by the way. And we're not going to Echo.
Beautiful job.
This zone is not going to end up there. There are about 8 teams currently in and around Echo who are going to get stuck there, have to force themselves out, and probably going to be massacred on their way over towards the likes of Launchpad.
Yeah, it looks like it is going to be a zone that pulls towards the fingers, maybe even a...
Rat play should be banned?
It is certainly going to be Launchpad heavy. And a bad read.
What's this, amateur hour?
A fair few of these teams. I mean, when it popped up, it just didn't look...
Recognizing a team's rotate, playing slow, and waiting for them to come to you and catch them off guard is a bad play now? It's a fantastic play.
Survey beacons and said, oh, I guess maybe it's
really
Echo, because
the right play to make.
consoles weren't available for a lot of these teams that were moving, and sadly...
Call it cringe all you want, bro. If I'm competing for $600,000, I'm ratting your parents, you, your grandma if she was playing. I'd rat the Pope
That's what that
for $600K.
One person makes the decision, everybody else follows off the back of it, and TIE at the moment, well, they're outside of Pylon right now, and a few shots being exchanged between a couple of respective players as Axis now tries to find an angle with the Sky Nades, but his teammates could be falling. So 16th place overall at the moment is not looking good for them, and it's going to be GK who are moving in looking to clean up these pieces.
Yeah, GK should be able to finish this one off. You'd imagine there's going to be 2 knocks, and it should be a final one.
Damn it, TIE, dude, GK is playing aggressive today, man. Come on, GK. That's a different version of the boys you haven't seen in this tournament so far, but now GK died.
That's the difference, right? And you can hear maybe he is being chased by not just some players, but maybe a Trident in the vicinity as well. Makers were trying to move down, but actually looks like that might have been a little bit of a sound from somewhere else.
And GK eliminated.
Will be eliminated in the meantime.
I like the GK aggression. It's just an unfortunate third party. Fennel now getting fourth partied by Ow. This is double, this is triple purpose, triple blue.
It's the fourth party, and the Gibby, the bubble disappears at just the wrong time.
Yeah, unfortunately the bubble doesn't last forever. Otherwise, everyone would be paying Gibby, and now Gibby.
Where are you hiding with Gibby?
Not the easiest character model to make look elusive. As 5CG now for Hal. Alongside Wadagashi trying to find a way to get this final kill, and maybe first look to secure that res.
Well, Moment does have...
That was awesome, man.
That's a good sign here, but
that
it
was
looks like
so
it's going to
awesome.
be a matter of retreating. Again, another benefit of playing Pathfinder as Hal get back up to a 4-3.
Man.
So Hal will retreat. TSM also still retreating, so we've got 2 rats and 2 Pathfinder rats now in the lobby as we check back in with Disguised, who are moving in from the north here.
16 squads remaining now, and around a minute or so till round 2 starts to close.
That was unreal.
DSG trying to make their move. As you can see, they're
if he wasn't Jimmy, maybe he survived.
See what the plan is, and jump in to a listening.
Here we go, DSG now fighting.
They're gonna get pressured by another team. Passing the open. 15 push. Safe on here, Q. You're good. I'm gonna angle him. Alright. Saw you.
KCP now dying to Hal.
No. I'm angling him from here. Do we see him? No, they're across. Are they end of it? Yeah. No, they're gonna be fucked. We'll kill him. Really bad spot.
E-boy Dylan is tier 1. KCP now dying here too, bro. And Hal now dying for this fight on the KCP. Wadagashi has 3 kills now for himself.
I don't think they know about me. Maybe they do.
I think it's going to be MKS versus DSG here. This is a good fight for DSG. They're pressuring the squad into a really bad position.
Walk up, I'll watch you right now. We gotta bait out the crypto. You should have a really good angle on... Oh, you're fine. You're good. I'm looking. At least bait up angle. One's right here. On the right, yeah. Close to...
Alright, Fennel get a full reset, by the way.
I'm at it. Can we... 90. They're trying to run. They're fucked. I can't take crypto.
Benny Champagne is 7 months.
They're stuck right here. Can we walk up and kill them instantly? We come big. Yeah, I'm burnating. I'm walking up.
No hits. Damn, 2 times.
110
Good shots though, man. Well played.
Walking with it. I got a phoenix. 110 to fuse though.
Good damage though. It's actually worth the trade, to be honest. Because his teammates can advance now as he's still in the backside. Navi now dying to CR over in Echo HQ. Justa now dying to Matafe. If CR wants to have a chance here, man, they gotta stop. They cannot drop 0-point games.
People on building? Yeah. 180 for double. No need, by the way.
Well, DSC still trying to force their way into zone at the moment. 20 seconds until that zone starts to force this move for them. And even though they're getting some good damage and were getting some good damage, during that listening, it isn't being converted into kills. A little look at the replays here between GK and tire a little bit earlier, the fight that we saw happening just outside of Pylon. It's a fairly simple one to clean up.
There's only 5 teams out of 15 that are on purple shields right now. Everyone else
that's great knowledge. I wish I knew that.
Again,
That's
it's going to be a
awesome.
similar situation to earlier, where those early movers haven't been able to level up.
Henchman and Na'Vi trying to stay alive. Oh my
God. A
god.
little bit of damage as, oh well, Na'Vi find just a struggling player, but it's going to be killed on the other side of it and gets the initial knock.
Na'Vi's dead here, 100%.
MT gets that knock and Henchman will fall. In the meantime, you can see the other players from
Na'Vi eliminated, bro. Fuck, man.
Matafe,
Matafe, come on, baby. Pick it up here,
eliminated.
dude.
14 squads now remaining, and look at the zone and look at how people are
And Gil, the second place team.
We're going to have to make a decision now as to turn back and get Legacy back up. Or
and this landing is not going to be a clean one.
Speaking of which, by the way, the zone has pulled
second place squad might be going down, brother. Open up the leaderboard just a little bit more. KCP dead at 14th.
As Pioneers re-eliminated in the meantime. DSG trying to force their way forward.
Yeah, DSG having to move from the north, but there's about 5 teams here. I'd be surprised if Disguise can survive. It'll just be important to try and survive longer than the other teams to maybe get an extra placement point, maybe get an extra kill here. You can see Weibo also in the kill feed getting taken down. How have just lost one. Enemy is taking so much damage here, but does get the med off.
Medkits are huge here, bro. Nice. Q gets the medi off here too as well. They get a slow rotate, bro. Look at the zone, man. My god. Space Station low-key with a horrible zone call alongside NRG. I don't know why they thought it was going to drift back towards launch, but that's a bad zone call for both squads.
One player may have gone down in that fight, but elsewhere we're going to take our attention away to Fennel now. 6th place overall, as Pinnacle will be down. Shots coming in against Makers. They're trying to
shots from Makers.
That knockdown shield.
Fennel now dying again. They got to reset in their second life. They're still dying.
Makers trying to force their way in through this choke at the moment.
Yeah, Evan is still routing, correct.
So
TSM is alive.
Next target, if they can pick up these final kills. DSG though.
Oh my god, Qger!
They take down. They'll survive.
How have DSG managed to do that? They just
TSM dead.
Perfect time.
That's chat's fault. Bro, Qger 4 kills right now. Solo wipes how? Are you kidding me?
Get that extra placement point, but DSG now
SSG with a good rotation now in the zone here as well. Finally, NRG now dying here. It's gonna be Reptar by himself.
As well, thanks to a VP versus Pro. Taking down Fun and Nocturnal. So one player still alive, if I'm not mistaken, for NRG. Number 1 overall, though, after their previous game is SSG, as we do see the solo player alive here of NRG, which is going to be Reptar. SSG in a pretty good spot for now. However,
they're not looking good, man. NRG cannot be having these little ass games. They got to be having big time games here. They're in 15th place.
The only real building to play at the moment is owned by Evo's Esports and is up on that.
SSG's on the bad spot. The zone's actually not too far on the next one in. They can just walk up on this left side and maybe get a knock in the top side teams, and then just try to work that wave into 2v3. We'll see.
Yeah, Evos have the advantage at the moment on the right hand side. Makers, though, are looking like they're trying to make a move over there.
The Lobby Rats
is
really cool. I like that too.
Fight happening on the east, but SSG still watching what's going to be happening. Northeption still holding this wall. That remember, they grabbed this right at the start of the game. Also, look, Makers are fighting Evos. That fight is massive on the east.
Duo of DSG still putting in work, baby. Come on. Come on, enemy!
To pick up another placement point, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
The glue on DSG for the last 2 years, man.
So if they can get this
and
kill,
Gojo.
they can take him out. It's going to be placement point as well as a KP. They're into the top 10.
Come on, DSG, baby!
This is the fight I was
talking
about, Evos versus Makers. Evos were holding this high ground for quite
Evos now dying.
But Makers have walked in and they've stolen it right from underneath their nose.
Bro, look at that zone right now. SSG can walk up that left side and actually take a really good spot here at the top of the wall.
Makers have done a wonder job here to try and take this position.
Yeah, that's the fight that you look back on. It's like, that's the one that wins us games, right? You take the little bit of a risk. You see the 3v3.
NTH is also in a great spot here, too.
And you take that spot away.
Evo's going to be eliminated. Top 8 now, baby.
Player from Evo's Esports will be eliminated.
Guild is a duo.
And Makers up on this high ground will be able to see everybody else walking their way in below them as we move towards this final circle.
This is going to be one of the best chances Makers have.
NRG eliminated, man, 8th place.
If they want to get
it's not what they need in order to qualify.
Of the Esports World Cup here for Apex Legends, it has to be now to try and find a victory to catch up those leaders. NRG will also confirmed eliminated in 8.
Good shots,
now, all
baby.
All the other teams down low, they're peppering one another.
Jesco now dying.
Play into the hands of the team.
I think SSG has to take a fight for this height. If they win that 3v3 versus Evo, man, they win the game.
Continue their Cinderella story.
They have to do it.
Dexter a little bit split from his teammates here in Disguise, down to just 1 now, as Dexter will swing out with that Arc Star.
Where did SSG go? I can't even see.
To take down enemy.
Wasn't SSG right here? And then the left side as well? It's still okay.
In this game,
they gotta take a fight for this man.
Though. That's the question here, as SSG go for the smoke bomb. on the top of the evac to give them the information they need on where
They're gonna swing the duo.
They're gonna swing this.
This is a lot of information. It's a lot of damage as well, and it will.
DSG gonna be eliminated.
Disguise get eliminated, but a fantastic effort as a duo to get to the top 7, and with a
honestly a great game for
those
DSG.
points could be
Genuinely,
massive for their chances.
that
But
is huge.
continue to be in
NTH on the height though is killing it as well.
How on earth they get to this high ground that Makers currently hold?
MT ratting it out. This is also important points here for Guild, who's in second place, man. Any extra points that MT can pick up. Phony now dying to Tida.
Look at the kill feed. Phony has gone down. Tida up.
I think SSG took too long to make a play.
The IGL from SSG.
Not enough here, man. Not enough time.
A little bit more difficult. Koiful now left on his own. Makers combining with Northampton up
and
top.
SSG gonna be eliminated, man. They need to make a play earlier. NTH though with the comeback here. They're in a great spot right now. They're gonna have to swing left. Same thing with Makers, man. The 18th or 19th place team going into this game, making a statement here as well.
He shouldn't have a chance really in this end game. So
the fact that NTH and Makers this whole time have been coexisting is crazy.
That last two, staying healthy as a full 3, and then you take the fight.
Well, lots of utility ultimates and
dude, MT is still chilling, man.
Oh all of the teams, you saw Bangalore rolls going down. You saw exhibits being
NTH dropping down. What a play on the VP.
Burned as well, thanks to those shots coming in from Tida. Way just got obliterated.
This is dangerous though from Northampton. They don't know about the rats, and actually I think MT is just behind them. If they step,
and Guild's gonna be eliminated. I mean, Makers now have the total height. NTH has got the play for themselves here, bro. This is tough. Makers in a really good spot. Bro, one of the bottom squads about to win game number 4? This is crazy. This is actually crazy.
The play from Northampton down on the low ground to think, hey, wait, no,
what's the deal?
We're going to be in zone for a little bit longer, potentially. We can force the drop that comes down. Also, below that bridge, we are defended.
Hero's also still here too.
Run down below the staircase, excuse me. And we can try and clean up the rest of zone. Maybe they realize they have to play for KP.
NTH not swinging VP, they are. It's a great play by NTH, man.
First Pro will be one of those teams that go down as Makers continue just to pepper shots down, but can't get any knocks.
Dude, NTH with a great swing. Well played on the VP. They recognize, bro, they're going to not get first here most likely. They'll go for the KP and placements. Great job.
Heroes are still alive.
Let's go, Tida!
And Northampton haven't found them just yet. I think it's just one remaining player from Heroes. So it's a 3 versus 3 versus a
Rodrigo is the prime.
And that single rat on Heroes could really make the difference and maybe help Northampton here if he's able to survive.
Oh, the damage.
Wow, those shots. The damage coming in is massive.
No knock? Oh my god, I was going to say that. That'd be insane.
Dexter will get one. It will be
and they recognize the solo over here. Nice! NTH, great swing. They get the kill on the Heroes. 2v3 now.
This is their moment to pick
up the win. And the fucking 18th place
will be your champions.
18th place
Heroes Storm Point, and they played that game, that end game, absolutely to perfection.
But where that game was won,
all right.
Now is catching up, but needs
overall scores going into game number 5 on
consistently as well.
Kings Canyon. Space Station in first with 49 points. Guild's going to be in second with 47. Great job by MT for ratting. Might have just saved their tournament. TSM in third with 36. Virtus Pro in fourth with 33. And CR in fifth with 30. Then goes Fennel in 6th, KCP 7th, MKers in 8th, Northampton 9th, DSG 10th, NIP and Navi 19th and 20th.
I'm done. People like really Elysium. You think it's Elysium? There's a Hemlock in here. Somebody needs. I'm good.
Hemlock here. One burst to break the shield.
It was actually a legal movement.
Can't hear you. We can play this over here. I just don't know where the zone's going or where anybody is. What do you guys think?
I don't know where to go.
Someone just drove a car.
Someone's driving like.
I think we play this.
Let's go this way.
Is it really Ambrose? Is that true?
No.
Actually?
Good kill. Heavy ammo. I need any ammo really bad.
I mean, MT and them are going to rotate. It's going to keep on pulling into Hydrophonics, though, so it's going to be really tough to get in the late game.
Yeah, we can walk it. We have a good walk in.
Yeah.
You probably get a gen down here. You'll have it pretty much back by the time.
Well, as expected, a spanner in the works, and I don't know where this zone is going. I think might be an echo across a lot of these teams right now. It's a difficult one to predict. Is it going to continue to pull all the way to the southwest, or is it going to drift off a little bit?
All right, well, I think the vote is up, man.
Northampton are going to have a good position if it does.
That's for match
continue
5. Wait, where's the match 6 poll?
With Crazy Raccoon, they're down to just a 2,
no.
make it a 0, and they are out. Remember, Crazy Raccoons won the first game today. They were at the top of the leaderboard, but they are slowly falling further down that leaderboard, down into 5th, and it could be further.
That airbag did not pop inside of that Trident, and unfortunately wasn't able to
Dude,
even hit the
CR is so
accelerator,
rough,
get
bro.
away and try and survive there. Shots came in that
GG's.
just made it
Tough.
impossible to escape. Back
Here we
to
go!
the portal party, everybody!
Oh
It's NRG
no, Guild is
running
right there at the end,
Guild
brother.
Esports on the other side of this, remember, and they might be able to pick up some kills here if they play this correctly, but NRG utilizing the smokes at the right time just to ensure that Guild would not be able to get those sight lines on them.
It's going to be busy
Tough.
here, isn't it?
It was less exciting, I think.
Alright, so CR first team out, which is low-key crazy.
Guild were there and waiting.
Can't believe that, to be honest.
Never mind. The portal party's only just warming up. NRG are here now, so you know it's going to start popping off pretty soon, but they're working their way towards...
Navi now
well.
fighting in phase
Elsewhere, we
driver?
see a little bit further away from the action, and this is much further north. Is going to be TSM. Now, TSM, 2 second places at the moment, has not been good enough to force them into one of those qualification spots. And now they have to deal with Navi, a Thermite, and a Black Hole, and they are throwing themselves at TSM.
That is a terrifying thing to go up against, and now Navi have the lead. It's 2 kills they've been able to find, and TSM with their backs.
Navi might be getting their first KP of the day, man.
Remaining to try and survive. It's not going to happen. TSM eliminated in 19th position.
TSM did not need that. Let me tell you, bro. GG's. Navi needed that. TSM definitely did not. Great job.
From that composition, they want to kill you.
Navi with a Queen 33.
Have
GG's.
the legends to help them do so. Now,
Not running an ad. Shut up.
The entrance to the portal
Haven't run a
party, and
single
we can
ad.
see lots of these
If you're getting an ad, it's Twitch doing, not mine.
to take people and teams inside them. Guild are here, NRG are here, Horizon are there as well, and it looks like on the outside you've got DSG approaching Hydroponics, you've got NIP who are a little bit further out as well. NRG I mentioned.
That's a huge kill for Navi, man. That's actually gigantic.
There's no places for anyone if you're not here already.
I do want to point out 2 teams in the moment. The only 2 teams who've been able to
Let's see if the zone's going to keep pulling towards KCP.
Red Rams and Evos, but you can see they're on the edge over towards Turbine and Estates, so they have been successfully pathing so that they can get those Evos up to purple, but now can you make it count? Can you find some aggression here to try and catch some of these teams that are a little bit slower than you at moving as the zone
Elysium endgame. That is gigantic for NIP and absolutely gigantic here for WBG. I think it might be the one that ends on the outside wall of Elysium, brother. We'll see how this goes. That's crazy.
At the moment, SSG are trying to
It's a big one, man.
away from the bullets.
Let's see how this goes.
Only going to have to pop a battery here.
I don't think the vote is up yet, no.
Interesting to talk about this final zone, by the way, because Elysium finishes, I would say, are fairly rare.
That's not how that works, Addy.
But if you're in it right now and it keeps pulling the way it is, you can hit
if your
that
stream
bullet a little
buffers
bit
and
later
you didn't get a pre-roll, it will give you a pre-roll after your stream
From an
buffers.
interesting spot. A little look at a replay from
Me running
where
ads
featured
in between
Evo
games would not
shots
change you getting a pre-roll ads.
onto the Trident, and
My partner
this is
did
how
that.
CR did go down. You can see it was just a simple job in the end to finish that.
Alright, well that's how
Onto
CR died,
the
which is
other.
unfortunate too.
SSG jumping back
That's
on
what it
them
is.
as they're trying now to cut through Terminal. Nobody really near them at the moment. It looks like they are playing for some info on the console.
This would really be a kind of Phoenix from the
SSG getting the console in here is pretty nice.
SSG, wouldn't it? After their
I feel like the zone's a little bit
yesterday,
harder to predict here too off the zone 2. The zone 3 should be really good to know it's going Elysium, but you can't really coexist in Elysium unless you slam one side then work your way in.
From that, but I think having that big game earlier on today has just given them that belief once more.
A big game early, I think, is the most important thing, right? Just showing hey, we're not the team that we showed yesterday. We are the team that we have showed throughout the season. As now we see Na'Vi, who took down TSM a few moments ago.
Kinda's going to be dead so far away as well. It's so tough.
And it looks like Matafe and Henchman have decided that they're going to have to leave him for now. Raki gets that finish.
I do think the dream of all the EMEA teams being in the final is starting to dissipate here as Na'Vi struggling a little bit. NIP have yet to hit their stride.
NIP and Navi, bro. But it's a great game for NIP. I really feel like this could be a really good one. All right, poll is up, man, for map 6. We're going Kings Canyon.
Well done with that, by the way.
Go vote for KC on map 6.
Na'Vi.
Poll is up. Poll is up. EWC_white.
A few extra kills on the
KC, KC, KC.
Down to 2, it's going to be difficult. That zone is going to start to close in behind them very soon. And you've got the likes of DSG, Disguised, and Design.
KCP fans might be punching the air.
Only 1-2 for him to work with at the moment, but we know accuracy is something that usually favors Design for, but no, maybe not on this occasion. Not quite the
Yeah, nice rig incoming. You want to see rigged?
Hovering around the top 10 area, like Disguised. You're about 20 plus points away from first place. You're starting to think we are going to need a win if we are going to.
Yo, Cam Conlon, thanks for 26 months.
The scary thing is, you mentioned.
All right, so DSG's gonna have to move in just a little bit more towards KCP here too.
And I think you are going to need multiple wins here today, if not first and several top threes, if you're going to get into that grand final.
GK Esports eliminated in the meantime. SSG now using the evac tower to get a little bit of height and a zoom over the top of Estates.
All right, SSG with a solid rotation here. I don't know where they're going to land, though. It's safe. Bike Rack and Estates are good right now, but I can't lie. To rotate into the zone based off these two spots is actually horrible. Actually bad.
As you can see from the point of view of Phony now, the seer information just popped up and there was a lot of arrows in a lot of different directions.
Oh, and it is going to be an Elysium finish as well. It is far and few between you see these happening. Even back in matchmaking, they would happen every now and then, but it was pretty rare. I used to drop Elysium, so I used to love it when we got an Elysium finish. But Weibo Gaming gonna be in one of the ideal spots after changing their drop position, by the way, to now find themselves in one of the best. Now,
there's a big time through the SSG. They need to clear their estate side, but Hao is now walking in here too.
He's had a really good start to the day. 108 damage to him at the moment. Gonna add a little bit more.
Wei Chen goes down.
And certainly Reticle on a swivel as well.
It's a hard 3v3 here for SSG, man.
On the flank, he's taking maybe
wait a minute, RR with the comeback.
To get involved in this fight, and now he's taking shots in the back, and SSG are surely going to fall.
Oh my goodness! RR with the hold of a century, man.
Yeah, there was a lot of panic, a lot of confusion.
Are you kidding me? Holy moly, dude!
Will be the team that waltzes on in to take
this is crazy.
Remember, Makers, after a victory, they find themselves up into 6th position. They are still within.
Chad, KC's losing. What are we doing?
SSG, Red Rams was probably one of the worst.
Where's the commitment?
Because Red Rams were already prepared with high evos, with those purples. And
they're sending bots at us. Imagine. I just start going Donald Trump. They're sending bots. It's all fake boats. It's honestly probably Restia, to be honest. Oh my goodness.
Damage is not going to be completely clean, but Makers will be.
And Makers eliminated by Hao. Good third party by Hao, man. Much needed.
Yeah, there's just so many teams in that area. It was just a case of who arrived.
This guy Restia, dude. What are we doing, man?
Some of the other big positions with a lot
honestly, I'm okay with you. I don't really care that much. Broken Moon's gonna be really good for KCP fans.
And there could be a big fight between KCP, NIP, and DSG here. And you've got to be careful that you don't be the team to first.
Chat, go to EWC_white, man. Kings Canyon, go, go, go. We're so close. We're about to beat Broken Moon. Go, go, go. Are we going to let Restia win? What are we doing? Come on. We're getting third party by multiple streamers. We can't lose this.
Continues to move towards them. Disguise now looking for the move. And look at this. Arkstar gets the stick. Decipher with the play gets the stick. Does get the knock as well. VP will
nice. DSG with a huge fight. KCP now dying.
But only 2 of them left.
KCP dead to DSG.
Clean things up, but now they need to start thinking about.
Are you kidding me?
NIP are still here. Northampton are also here as well. This is not job done yet for Disguised.
3 alive for Northampton. We did see 1 knock coming on the other side, and also enemy has fallen. So DSG now down to just 1.
Go KC! Vote for KC! Q's your Navi dying to NIP! Let's go NIP, bro. This could be the huge comeback that NIP needs, bro. Will this get the ball rolling here for NIP?
Still underneath. A little bit trapped.
KCP, though, dying to DSG is devastating. KCP sitting here all game long to not do anything in the end game is brutal, man.
Because a lot is happening over towards Elysium, and we'll get to that later after this fight comes to its conclusion. Never mind, we'll get there right now. NRG pushing to...
NRG now taking a play, though, for Elysium. It's a great call here for NRG and one of the most exciting calls they can make here for the late game. But WBG is on top here, and this is bad now. They got to try to stabilize somewhere, but WG is taking angles.
Access to this POI is so difficult for a lot of teams who are arriving late.
Wait, trades. 1-1 trades, 1-1 trades.
Trade is going to be coming in. This is where things like Pathfinder are going to allow you to find a route towards Elysium and a route over that wall. It's the floating POI, which is so difficult to get into, like I mentioned, if you're late. But NRG have made the move early and will be able to get the res. They also have Nocturnal, this time with a devotion in his hands, not being surprised by a rat.
This would be a very different endgame if we didn't have the amount of Pathfinders that we did. That's
wow.
For sure. It's not going to be as easy.
Bro, this game is not really that bad, though, with Elysium endgames because of Path. He's right. Oh, knock! 1v1 for Reptar! Come on, Rep! Come on, buddy. Great knuckle. Let's go! go, baby! That's a big time play. Gonna get a reset though, or is the third party gonna come in?
Reptar, a lot of words, a lot of discussion about his influence
Can he get the
on this
reset?
team, but that is a
NIP is right there
for him.
What a push it was from NRG as well to recognize that Weibo were somewhat exposed up at Elysium, and they've taken them to the shop. Now, Guild are going to be on this eastern side, and they still have to make their way up as everyone is scattering at the moment to try and survive.
Well, Guild are doing a lot of work at the moment with just grenades. No bullets fired, just the big bombs out of the hands. As now they move their way forward. Howl have been eliminated. 7 squads now remaining as somehow or other they find a corner, which is not
Oh
just
my
safe
goodness,
as
bro.
well.
This is a crazy end game. Holy moly,
As
dude.
well, Evo's now taking damage. Gas going to go down, and the rest of his team are now being pushed as well. Fennel on the other side of this.
Fennel on the other side. Evo's down to just 1 now. It's just going to be Jack with a chance to try and make.
This is a great play here by Fennel, man.
They do have 4 kills already.
That's what Fennel needs right now here too, bro. Guild also in first place. Take the first from SSG here, man, going into this game.
They have all 3 players. They can surround whoever they want to push.
Kill just on those blues though, and they're going to hope to get those up to purple, but you haven't been able to put out a huge amount of damage so far in this game. It was more about
MT is just such a good IGL. He is navigating space so well with Guild. Chat, go vote Kings Canyon. It's about to be tied up, bro. Go to Kings Canyon, EWC_white. Vote Kings Canyon in the poll. Go, 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 go. We're losing power. 7 squads, 17. Guild first place, taking it. NRG though, man, in the god spot. I wish we had an MT listening right now.
They're still in first place, 52 points right now.
Captain Hindsight has arrived on the broadcast. I think this one's going to Elysium. You should have gone to Elysium. It happens. We've all been there. Guild's still trying to work their way forward, though. One thing they don't have, though,
this is the link right here.
Pathfinder. I think they're going to hope that they can find a leftover zipline that they can use to maybe access, or they're going to have to go the old
There's the link. Skippy's tweeting it, or putting it in the chat.
As well. NRG, the only team in Elysium as a full squad, but NIP have a player there. Disguised have a couple of players.
Bro, can we get a Fennel POV, please? They're killing it right now.
It's not going to be an easy hold for NRG. There's going to be a lot of players joining them shortly, and Disguised do have
nice. DSG is playing the wall right now, bro. They're in a great spot here, too.
And they've let themselves be known, but they do have the head glitches. As NIP, they will be eliminated. Nasky was found.
MT's just been
Guild with a huge fly in here on the NRG. It's just going to be the win for NRG, man. I'm feeling it, baby. I'm feeling it. And Knock has the Devo. NRG in a great position here for the late game, man. They're dominating.
He's got a Kraber. NRG have a huge opportunity, but one's gone down.
Guild Esports starting to get involved. It's going to be a 1-1 trade, but there is a devotion here for Nocturnal to work with. They need to use this shield.
This is the fight right now to win this game, I think. And Guild eliminated. NRG survives yet again another fight up top on Elysium. Come on, baby. Come on.
Fun was not finished as well, so they can get the Pathfinder back on his feet, and NRG will continue in this endgame as a 3. Northeption, speaking of 3s, are up on the ledge overlooking all of this action, and they've just got a knock.
NTH also still in here too. This is great right now. 2 squads that are going to be contesting over at Monument right now are in the top 4 in Game 6 or Game 5. This is a big deal right now.
For NRG to hold this, they weren't able to get into a kind of commanding space, but Northeption.
Chat, go vote KC. It's about to lose. Go vote KC. It's losing.
There's one player alive here. Doesn't want to over challenge, but again, shot in the back now.
Nice. They're not going to resi.
Come back to have something to say about this endgame. You competitor will gonna get 1 though. As Northeption still
Nocturnal with the Kraber.
A3 disguised
POV the Kraber, please.
To just 1, but look at the kill feed. Nocturnal starting to go to work
please.
with that Kraber now.
Enemy has no meds either, by the way. Doesn't have a bat to work with. No med kit, not even anything to try and get him back up.
Show the Nocturnal POV. Enemy's still killing it. Enemy gets the KP. He's actually not getting the KP. It's gonna be Turtle Harley gets the knock.
And should be able to get it. NRG now with an opportunity to not only win this game, but do it with huge KP on the board as well. Nocturnal has to be the player to watch here with that Kraber-Debo combination.
I mean, NRG is holding all the space in that game. Chat, go! It's the final stretch. Go vote for KC. It's about to lose.
For NRG to get back into the conversation.
Nice Nocturnal with the Kraber here too.
13th place at the moment, 22 points, but a win here, and they would be back up into that top 10, further, maybe even into the top 5.
Come on, NRG, hold this space, baby. Hold this space. Come on.
About Northeption, but they have taken
I believe.
They are both originally
Kings Canyon 1. GG's. Nice! No, come on, baby, come on.
Nocturnals
nice.
Shots like that.
Ripping heads is Nocturnal. Still lots of ammo to play with here. What have you got, Noc? Can you set us up for a grandstand finish?
Yes!
Shot. It's 140 more.
Come on, Noc!
Eliminated, and now it's time for
come
the
on!
It's taking over this game here.
And now it's just a matter of putting the final piece of the puzzle into the equation.
Come on, baby!
So long on set.
No scope, no.
Let's go! sometimes all you need is that one game. Sometimes that's all you need. I'm honestly, bro, great job by Reptar there in the end game. Reptar really did a great job there for that 3v3, actually the 3v3v2, but those shots by Knock for the Kraber are indeed very, very clutch. I wonder how much they will move up on the leaderboard here. It should be a good amount. I don't think they'll be in the top 3, but I think they will definitely be in the top 5, maybe. All right, well, there we go, man. Guild, first place, 53 points. Yeah, that doesn't even put energy in the top 5. That's how bad they were playing prior. Crazy. So Guild, first place, 53 points. SSG going to be in second with 49 points. Fennel going to be in third with 43 points. NCH going to be in fourth with 41. TSM going to be in fifth with 36. Then it goes Virtus Pro in sixth with 35. Then DSG, NRG, Makers, and CR. CR, first win of the day, and then they come back to this. That is insane, man. Insane. Literally nuts. I think it was KCP and NIP and Navi, bro. Still not doing great. Unreal. Let's go.